stores from LookMazing, and I know with the summer months coming up, if you guys are traveling for summer vacation, I thought it'd be helpful to share with you guys what I carry in my carry-on bag, which is usually the bag that goes under the seat. I also bring with me typically a rolling luggage, and that one is the one that will go in the overhead bin. So I have here with me my trusty Longchamp tote, and I've used this for many, many trips, and it's surprisingly held up quite nicely. I would say the only things are the little corners here have frayed just a little bit, but not too bad because I really love this one because it's also water resistant. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I have inside. So I do often travel with my laptop, so I have here my MacBook Pro, but I have this hardcover case on it, which I really love because it does keep it quite slim, but it's easy to pull in and out of my bag, but it also offers a great protective layer. And I also love these in the back. These are little stands where you can prop it up so it tilts at a nice angle and makes typing a lot easier. So yeah, so this is my laptop, and usually I'll charge this up fully before I get on the flight because I will work on emails and stuff while I'm on the plane until my battery dies. And I'll also bring along a notebook. And so, well, once my battery dies, I also like to write down, and usually the airplanes are, for me, a really good time to do some brainstorming and also some creative thinking. So I usually bring a notebook to jot down all my thoughts, and because there's not that many distractions except for maybe the movies, but I will bring along my pencil case, and I just have the essentials here, a pen, pencil, and I also really love those ones with all the different colors in one pen, and I usually like to color code my notes, so that's why I have that. So yeah, so I always bring this with me. And another technology item is, of course, my mini iPad, which I pretty much like to use when I'm in the hotel. If I want to watch, my shows and stuff, I'll usually use this instead of my larger laptop. And I did feature this in my What's in My Work Bag video, so it's the same one as that. And of course, to go along with that, you cannot forget headphones. These are definitely a must. And I have the ones here by Beats. These are the earbud styles, and I like this one because the earbuds are great for both listening to music and canceling out any of the surrounding noise. But if I'm also sleeping and I don't want to listen to music, I'll still put this in, so it almost acts as earplugs as well. So yeah, so I always bring these, and these are the ones I use pretty much every day too while I'm working. So if I'm going to a new place, I always love bringing my smaller camera instead of just shooting photos on my iPhone. So I do carry it in this pouch here, and this is typically a makeup pouch, but I think it fits my camera really nicely. So this one here is the Nikon one in the model J5, and I really like it because it's not too heavy, but it does have interchangeable lenses, so you can definitely change it. I always keep it mostly on this one when I do travel. But the thing that I love the most is obviously the flip screen. So if I wanted to take selfies, it's also a really good one because my older one didn't have that. So yeah, so I really love this camera. And I'll usually carry all the batteries and cords, everything else in the rolling luggage because that tends to get quite heavy. But I definitely bring my memory cards with me because these are things I don't want to lose because it has all my memories on there. So I really like this case. It holds about 16 cards, so I usually like to separate the ones I've already shot on, and the other side I'll put the ones that I can still use. So yeah, and I got this from Daiso, so it's very affordable, and I think it's a great way to make sure you don't lose the memory cards. And so one thing I had here was, this is my crossbody bag that I usually wear when I'm walking around in the airport, but because they have the limitation of bringing only 2 bags on the plane, I usually tuck this one into my carry-on bag. And what I recommend is definitely bringing the dust bag for the bag because I didn't do that for my other bag, and it got scratched by, I guess it hit, I was rubbing along some of my other stuff and it got scratched, and I was really sad. So yeah, so definitely bring the dust bag. And inside here is where I keep all my important stuff. So my wallet, so I bring a very small card case just with the essentials my credit card, ATM card, and driver's license, and obviously the phone. And inside I also bring, so these are the only charging cords I bring with me, is the phone charger and also this power bank. And I'll usually try to find somewhere to charge this up before I get on the plane. That way I have a little bit extra battery while I'm on the plane. So yeah, so I'll tuck all that into this little bag here, and this is typically, this saddle bag is the one I've been using a lot lately, but I like having a smaller bag for when I'm traveling and I don't have to bring around this big bag if I'm just visiting different places. So I also bring along a small brush, and I love bringing my Tangle teaser, and usually my hair gets quite unruly on the flight, so right before I land I like to just give my hair a little bit of a brush through. So I have that, and I do bring along a pair of sunglasses, and I think these are great because I typically don't wear makeup when I'm flying, and when you land I just love throwing on a pair of sunglasses to kind of shield the face a little bit. So yeah, so these are a great pair, and also if you're going to go out into the sun, you definitely want a little bit of protection. The other thing I have is, this is something that I've learned to definitely keep on me, because sometimes if you do have the roller bag, they do make you check it in if you are boarding later. So I like to keep my jewelry with me, and this is just a simple black pouch, but inside I like to organize it in this clear, I call it like a pill case, because I think this is what it's meant to be, and I pretty much love it because it allows me to carry all my jewelry and organize it, because I love my dainty rings and earrings. So yeah, so it has little sections, and on the bottom I typically put my necklaces so they don't get tangled up and mixed in with the other jewelry. So yeah, so I find this really convenient to travel with, and also it fits all the ones, pretty much, yeah, any sentimental ones that I have, I'll definitely want to make sure I don't lose those. So the last thing is this clear pouch. So in here, I would say it has a mixture of all my skincare, beauty necessities. So first off, because I always wear my glasses when I'm on the plane, I bring my contacts with me, and these are things I don't want to lose on my trip either. And I'll also bring a mirror just in case if I do want to pop them on before I land, I'll need the mirror to do so. And then of course, for sleeping, I cannot live without my eye mask. And this one right here, I got it in a pack from Brookstone. It came with the neck cushion, but I don't actually like using that anymore. I used to use it, but I actually find that it doesn't quite support it, because when I sleep I actually go forward, or sometimes in really awkward positions, and it is a little bit embarrassing, but I find those are the best positions to get my deep sleep. So I also really love this one because it does block out all the light, and it has the silky layer, so it's really gentle on the eyes, and it has the soft outer layer too, which makes it quite nice and cozy. So the other things I have are, here's a lip balm. This is a Burt's one, and it has a little bit of peppermint, so I like that cooling effect on it. My lips do get really dry on the plane. And I also will bring a lip color. This is the Melting Color Lip Creamer by The Face Shop. I like this one because it's moisturizing, and it also gives a very natural color. So yeah, so nothing too dramatic, just a little bit of freshening up at near the end of the flight. And here I have this. This is the Ginger Flight Therapy by Aesop, and I really love this one. Comes in a roller ball format, and it just is a light oil, and you pretty much apply it to you can do it your temples, your neck, or your wrist, just any of your, I would say, pressure points. And it has ginger root, lavender, and geranium. So the smell is really nice and refreshing. So you can either use it to wake yourself up, or I actually prefer using it before I go to sleep. It kind of calms me down. And yeah, and also for those of you who have or experience motion sickness, this is also a really good one that helps relieve that. So yeah, so I highly recommend this one. And I of course have, my hair ties if I want to pull my hair back if it gets kind of hot on the flight. And this is something I've been carrying a lot more recently, is my Acne Pimple Master Patch by CosRX, because when I do fly, I definitely tend to break out because the air is just really dry and I can almost feel the pimple coming when I'm on the flight. So I'll bring this with me and I'll just throw it on and then take it off before I land. And I think it does an amazing job at helping prevent breakouts. So, and last but not least, I have here a sheet mask, and this is not something I use that often, but I'll just always bring one just in case, because I've used it only a handful of times and usually on longer flights, and also I try to do it only when there's like no one next to me. So yeah, but I find it's a really great way to revive and hydrate your skin. And you can bring those sprays, which I typically use when I'm not traveling, but I think they're not as convenient as bringing just a mask that you can throw on. So yeah, so those are my, everything that I have in my carry-on bag. And if there's anything that you guys carry that I didn't mention and you find really helpful, let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.